Hello and welcome to setting up your iPads with Apple Configurator. Apple Configurator is a great little tool to help you manage a set of iPads very easily. And we're going to show you today how to set them up so you can manage them, push out apps to them, and do all kinds of good stuff. And your iPads will be a little bit more secure than if you're just preparing them and not supervising them and things like that. So what we're going to do is that we're going to set these up, and I have a cart of iPads here, and they just came out of the box, so they're brand new. They've never been set up before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up my Apple Configurator, which is down here, and it's purple. You should have watched the other video to figure out how and where to download that and run it on your Mac computer. So this is the interface of your configurator. And what I need to do is very simply go ahead and start setting things up. For example, I'm going to start to name them. I'm going to supervise them. We can change the iOS on these if we need to. We're not going to do a restore, and we're also going to add a profile to this, so we can do that as well. That way you don't have to put in the password for our network. So the very first thing, I'm going to name these, and I'm just using the standard I and then your school number dash, and this is going to be cart 1 or collection 1, and I want them to name them sequentially. So when I plug in number 1, it's going to name it number 1, and then when I plug in number 2, it's going to name it number 2. When I plug in number 3, it's going to name it number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and check box that, and you can see it puts the number 1 there. I'm going to toggle this on-off switch to on, so I do want to supervise these. And then I'm going to go here to where it says latest. If you do this from the latest, it's going to actually pull it from the Apple server over the network. If you do have a file of the latest iOS version, which right now is 5.1.1, soon to be iOS 6, you can actually take that and get it as a file and add this file. So I'm going to go ahead and add this file because it's a little bit quicker than doing it over the air. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my desktop, and here is my iPad 2 5.1.1, and it's my version of software I'm going to put on each iPad. So I'm going to open that up, and I see it here, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to hit done, and now I'm ready here to start to supervise my devices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to the very bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and click prepare. And a window opens over here. It says all connected devices will be updated. I haven't connected any devices into Apple Configurator right now, but I'm going to go ahead and make sure my sync cord is plugged in to my Mac into the cart. And then I'm going to go ahead and start plugging in my iPads. And I'm going to start with number 1, and you're going to see it show up in this window. And it's automatically going to name that iPad number 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and plug in number 2, and then number 3, then number 4, number 5, and you can see they're actually naming these devices I123-C1-1 as I plug them in. And this is my last one, number 10. So as you can see, when they start to turn green, that means they're good to go, and you can go on to the next step. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 done. This will be number 5, and I'll name it all the way up to number 10, and then we will be finished. Might take a little time to do this. And we're about finished here. Here's number 9, and then here's number 10. It might give you a little indication that it's finished. And then after I'm finished, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to hit the stop button. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and play the second video to this series, and that will show you how to start to supervising your devices.